because WBGO works best when listeners become members by making those contributions of support. So take advantage of this year-end opportunity to get an additional tax deduction by making your gift right now at 1-800-499-9246 or online at wbgo.org/support. I'm Rhonda Hamilton here with Brian Delp.
Yes.
But we are also here with some other very special guests, including Simon Retner and Aaron Parks, who is down in Pledge Central. He's going to be playing another song for us and perhaps talking about the influence of vocalists on his playing as well. Aaron and Simon?
Hey, thank you, Rhonda and Brian. And if you go to our Facebook page, WBGO 88.3. I know you're following us, right? You're following us. You like WBGO. You follow everything we do. Well, if you go there right now, you can see some of the incredible swag that we are offering as a thank you gift for your contribution to this public radio station. I'm wearing one of these dope WBGO hats. I have this incredible sock that I'm holding. Obviously they come in a pair, but you can see this incredible sock that I'm holding up, and this incredible fleece coat that is just lined in the middle and has our logo on the front. And I think I'm gonna get this myself, but if you go to our Facebook page, you can look at some of this swag, and maybe I can convince Aaron to put it on too. Well, we'll see about that. But in the meantime, let's hear more from Aaron Parks, Little Big, in our WBGO Performance Studio. WBGO Performance Studio. We are absolutely thrilled to have him here for this special winter fundraising edition of the Checkout and WBGO. Thank you for joining us. And if you haven't gone to our Facebook page yet, you can go there right now and watch this incredible band in performance as well. Really, Aaron Parks, maybe the heart of this ensemble you've brought here today might be in, well, let's just say your guitarist, Greg Toohey, and here with you with Little Big. No offense, guys, but I know that Aaron Parks, you have played with so many guitarists over the years: Mike Moreno, Nir Felder, Gilad Hexelman, Kurt Rosenwinkel. And oftentimes when you think about the piano, another chordal instrument, you don't often hear the piano with a guitar as featured so prominently.
Right.
So why do you keep coming back to the guitar?
I think it just... I've wrestled with that same question myself. I think there's just something of the way that I hear melody that the guitar just feels like the closest thing that really makes it sing in the way that it does in my imagination. And all of these guys you mentioned are tremendous musicians, and I'm really lucky to have played with all of them and continue to in many cases. Greg just has a very, for me, one of the things that makes him perfect for this band is his tone. He has a very deep understanding of sound and a really particular sense of phrasing, and it feels it's tied in to that thing that I was talking about with Billy, actually, just that idea of really playing what you mean and meaning
Every
what
note
you say.
counts.
Yeah, and I feel that with Greg, and he also just knows how we put in the time and figured out how to phrase the melodies in a way that makes it feel really natural and organic, even when sometimes the melodies on paper look very gnarlier than you might expect.
And would you say, coming back to this theme of playing every note, I'm sure you also gleaned that lesson from the NEA jazz master Kenny Barron, who plays every note with meticulous precision.
Oh man, for sure.
But do you feel like, just in terms of jazz, and we've been through this evolution of this music until today, that we've in a weird kind of way we've lost track of that, like the pyrotechnics and the technical facility and the virtuosity somehow has taken over from the intention of playing one note perfectly.
I mean, I don't even know if perfectly would be the word, because
Well,
I hear what you're saying, and I think of that Paul Bley quote that practice makes perfect, and imperfect is better. And
let's take perfect out of it.
Right.
The beauty is in the mistakes, as Charles Mingus once said.
Exactly. There's a lot in that, but I think don't get me wrong, I love notes, and I love flurries of notes when that's really the intention. And when that's the thing that you're going for, and you're creating that's kind of momentum, I feel like it can be easy, especially with certain aspects of the education system right now can sort of train musicians to know how to dot all their I's and cross their T's and all the correct things to do, and know how to play chord scale things proficiently over lots of chords. But even I think for musicians themselves, at times it can be easy to lose track of the why. Why are we playing all these correct notes over the correct chords? What is our reason for doing that beyond to show that we can? And I know that I've gone through my own, battles with that, because I'm a product of that education system as well. And so I don't know, man. I think that, I don't know if we've lost sight of it. I think that there's lots of people who are doing that, who are also really focused on playing one note in a way that, or more than one note. It doesn't need to be one note, but just playing things with intention. And I'm all aboard for that.
Well, if every note counts, we hope every call counts, because we are hoping to hear from you, our listeners. Aaron Parks, well, what do you think? Should we have a flurry of calls coming into our station?
Yeah, I think more is more in this case.
What do you think, Rhonda and Brian?
I would love it. I'd love to hear a flurry of calls, and we're going to hear more from Aaron Parks in just a moment. But we do have some great volunteers who are with us here at WBGO as well, and they came in especially to take your pledge calls today, because this is such a special radio station, Brian.
Yes.
You hear music here that you're not hearing anyplace else. This performance, this conversation with
Great example.
Aaron Parks is exclusive to WBGO.
That's right.
You're not going to hear it anywhere else. And as Simon said, you can go to his checkout page, the checkout from WBGO, and you can actually watch their performance and see Simon interviewing Aaron in real time. And this is why you tune into this radio station, because we are bringing you something special, something that you can't get anyplace else. And you can stay connected to your favorite music and discover new artists.
Surely is. I mean, so you put on a record like there's so many of hers. Lazy Afternoon, where she does. Well, there's the version of Lazy Afternoon. There's also the version of I'm Old Fashioned. That's with Billy on drums and Buster Williams. Let's see. Another thing with Billy actually is Benny Maupin's record, The Jewel and the Lotus. That whole record, I put that on, and it's an instant
transportation.
That's the word that I'm looking for that you gave to me.
Well, we want to know where you want to get transported to. If you're watching this on our Facebook page, check out from WBGO or on WBGO's Facebook page, tell us what music makes you feel good. And, right, Rhonda and Brian, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, well, this whole hour has made us all feel very good, and thanks again to Aaron Parks and Little Big for spending some time with us today. Thanks you guys. Also, Simon, for Simon. Arranging this. And again, you can hear Aaron Parks Wednesday at Le Poisson Rouge LPR in New York. And right now, we've got to go to the blues break with Michael Bourne. He's coming up after the calendar. Another one of the things that you turn to WBGO. You rely on us to tell you all of the things that's going on around town.
Well, maybe not all, but I certainly try and squeeze in as many as I can.
As many as you possibly can. So it's a great service. It's a valuable service, as we say, of WBGO. So if you value what we do here, put a dollar amount on